Then we get this Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross win the titles bit, and the Iconics doing their thing. Boy, this thing was shit. And the Iconics was shit. The match was herky jerky, and it suffers from what a lot of the women's matches suffer from, if we're being honest. Not all of them, but many of them, especially on the more undercardish parts. Charlotte's great. Charlotte's stuff works. I think the Bayley Sasha stuff really works to the point where often it's the best stuff on any show they're on, including pay-per-views. And Asuka stuff works. And Becky Lynch stuff works. But underneath, the matches really look scripted and choreographed and herky-jerky and based on moves. And the sells are, while they're done in this very cursory fashion. I'm not feeling what the women tend to do. And I think it's because they're not gifted at engaging you. And again, at the main event level for the women, this is not the case. But there's a huge discrepancy, and this match shows it. Because Alexa Bliss, who is a good performer, really feels like she's trying to carry this thing through. Nikki Cross is workwoman-like, I guess, but there's nothing really engaging about her. And the Iconics are the very definition of trying too hard, but at least they're trying, I suppose. And I did enjoy the finish of disqualified for throwing Bliss repeatedly into the post. But then we have a segment of them later on where her partner is like, logically is like, what the fuck? This was our shot at the tag titles. Why did you do that? And then slaps her. And then they hug, and it's okay. Again, it just feels like, and there's so much of the show that feels like this, where you're being punished for engaging with it. And it's a thing that repeats, and I think it's reflected in crowd numbers, or just people watching and how those numbers are going down. It's not because of COVID, folks. It's because this show is not good. And it's because the writing is garbage and the performances come across as really amateurish. If wrestling's competition, get this through your heads, and I'm going to say it right now. Wrestling's competition is not other wrestling groups. It is television itself, which has never been better. Even the shitty television is well done. Even these endless stream of competition shows like America's Got Talent and all this stuff do a better job of cutting their thing up and packaging it, right? Here's something that will blow your mind. As many people as engage with like Raw and SmackDown in these small blurbs on the YouTube channel for WWE, and before you pat yourself on the back and it's like, see, WWE's still strong. They get hundreds of thousands and even 1 million views for individual segments, even millions of views. You know who else does that? Fucking Wild 'N Out. Yes, that Nick Cannon show. Take a look at their channel, and they have these like 3 or 4 minute bits that they put up. The best of this comedian, or, the best of this battle rap thing that we do. And every one of those gets millions of views. Equitable to the WWE, but their thing costs way less to produce. And they can churn that stuff out infinitely. And their audience going down can be excused by, they went from MTV to MTV2, but they still managed to be really relevant. Whereas WWE, man, they gotta get better at this shit, man. And like this tag thing exemplifies it. Are Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross faces or heels? Because last time I checked, they were heels, but they certainly don't come across as heels here. They come across as victims. Faces are victims in the WWE almost exclusively. And when faces go over, it matters so little that the heels will openly acknowledge that they lost, because they know that the wins and losses don't matter. That's the message that comes across. And this women's tag segment just exemplifies all of that.